Hi everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. I've been making some videos on ideas you can use when building settlements in Fallout 4. And in today's video I am at Sunshine Tidings. And I'm really glad that I was able to get this video perfect way to show you why I built the in and the outdoor. So as you can see, these Brahmin are notorious for getting in your way. So that's why I built the in and the outdoor, so I can still go in and he can stay stuck in the door. Okay, so he's not stuck in the door anymore, but he's still wanting to be in my way. So that's why I built the in and the outdoor. I also had that trouble a little bit with the junkyard fence. So this was a really good way to avoid that problem. This settlement is quite a bit bigger than the 10 Pines Bluff where I was yesterday. And so I think I'm going to go this way first. So the individual houses here in the Sunshine Tidings, I had decided to go ahead and make them stores instead of individual houses for the settlers. And one of the reasons for that is because when I come to this settlement, I return to the settlement, most of the houses repopulate the dead ghouls that when I acquired this settlement, some of them were probably already there, but I think that I had killed some in the actual houses, and so they repopulate every single time. And so I don't really want I don't want the houses to have these dead ghouls in there. So I made them the stores instead. So this up here was just a little seating area for the store. And I believe that I put like maybe a little food or clothing in this back area here. Oh, it's general. So yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. These little, they keep repopulating. And I think this one here was already here when I had acquired the settlement. And so if anybody knows how to get rid of these permanently without using a mod, of course, please leave it in the comments below, because I'd really like to get rid of those. That happens also, I think, with, sometimes I think it happens in with Mirelurks. But for sure with these, I really would like to get rid of those. So in here is just the general store. And then I had like a little area up there to sit. Coming back over here, this was such a large space and a large area. A large area for the perimeter of the concrete that I really have a lot of extra space in here. And I think I have some room to do some building as well. So if you guys have any cool ideas for me, I'm willing to add some stuff in here. And as usual, I will give you the credit on the follow-up video for the idea if I utilize your idea. So I just put a cooking station over here for right now, but I would like to add something over here. It's kind of plain and boring. And then also in the little like barn area, I haven't done anything in here yet either. So any ideas for that? Since I can't move the workshop, it kind of limits it to some of the ideas I could use in here. So anybody have any ideas for this area, please leave it in the comments. So over here is where I put all my mud fruit, fenced it in, gave it a little bit of a farm-like look. And there's little gates over here. And over here to this side is the little club that I made. I did want to come back and kind of spruce up this club a little bit, and when I got the add-ins, I did start coming back and adding in some of these really cool posters that are available in the add-ons. But I kind of want to make it a little bit nicer, so I'll probably come back and add some things. So when I go to put in something on that corner that's kind of bare over there in that corner, and I'll do a follow-up video on that, I will also show you what I end up putting up in that little nightclub thing. Over here is another store. This is a bar, little seating sections for the settlers. Some lights that I pushed in around this. It also works with the stores as well, with pushing items into the stores with the carpet. And I didn't do a whole lot right in here because of that. I tried to cover that broken fence as much as possible. There are better ways to do that now as well with some of the add-ons. So I don't know, I might come back and redo that, and I will do a follow-up video if that's what I come back and do and change it up. But for now, this is just like a little seating area. And up here is just now another, I was gonna make this a little bar area. So then coming down here, I had built like this little gazebo out of a prefab, and I lined it with some fencing, and I put some little box lights up there, not close together. I wanted to create kind of like a little pattern for that. So, and then put some little lights in there, and I did come back and do some add-ins with these lantern lights. And then there's the seating in there. And then coming up here, over here is the main house, and I'll take you in there in just a second. But coming over here, you can see the outside area of that bar and the seating area. I lined that with some box lights, and I have no idea why I have just a generator sitting here, but so I probably need to get that and take that out. Maybe I'll hook some lights to it since it's already planted there. So over here is one of the last stores, and I wanted to show you this. Sometimes those little lights, I was going to do a tutorial and show you guys how the little round lights, they hook to that, and sometimes they go inside of the concrete. Well, this is one of the bigger lamp lights. And so what I did was I just pushed it all the way into the wall so you can't see the stem of the light. And so it looks like a big globe on the wall. And I did that all the way around. So just another really cool thing you can do with the lights. That's these lights right here. So it doesn't look like a lamp. It actually looks like it's like a really big sconce or globe. And up here, this is one of those places where these zombies are just, the ghouls are just hanging out. This guy is literally in the sky. He's in the air, just floating around. So if anybody knows how to get rid of this guy, because I do this every single time I come in, I just take him out and I throw him over the guardrail, just like that, just throw him out. But he comes back every single time I come here. So if somebody knows how to get rid of that, please leave that in the comments. So this is just the remaining part of my stores, the weapons and the ammo and clothing. And I think I still have a couple little things to do in there. Little seating section out in the front. And then I don't have anything back here either. So it's kind of bare back here, but I really, I don't know if I want to do anything back here or not. But, you know, if you guys have some ideas, just put it in the comments for me, and I might go ahead and use it, because it is nice to have all the areas built in with some really cool stuff. So now I'm going to take you over to the main house. And something that I'm not talking about, and I've neglected to talk about, is how I have designed the main houses. A lot of them are just this box concrete floor. So, and with a ladder in front of it, the doorway in front of it. You kind of have to work with the doorways sometimes to get them to fit in there. But for the most part, everything is really square. So, in some of my later builds, they get a little bit more detailed and a little bit fancier, and so those are the ones that I'm really going to probably dig into. But if you see anything that you want to know how I created the look, or even the outside, if you want to know how I did that look, I can put together a short tutorial for you. But these beginning houses, when I first started playing the game, and working with the settlements and building the first settlements. They're very, very simple because I didn't really know. I was just experimenting, so they're pretty easy to put together with just the box concrete. So back over here is like a little library area. I had a lot of dirt and debris and stuff, a big rock that I wanted to cover. And so I just covered it with lights and plants and stuck a chair, a little couch over here. I think I was going to put like a little TV in here on the table, but I haven't done that yet. Just a little library area, a little office, not office, but like a little book area. Just pushed some lights, some of those globe lights. I think I concentrated mostly on those types of lights in this settlement, was the big globe lights. So you can see I pushed those in there. And because the bookcases are really thin, you can have lights on the other side as well. So it kind of gives you it's a really cool look. On this side, it's like a light inside the cabinet. And on this side, then, it looks like a sconce. So that was kind of cool. And then just in the dining room area, just again, I was consistent with using those lights, or the lights that were very close to. I even pushed these lights into the tables. And one thing about doing that, using the carpet technique to push these items like into the wall or into another item, is that it saves space. Not only does it give it a different kind of a look, but it also saves space for something else that you want to put around it, like the plants. So these plants, you do have to go ahead and put them on a carpet in order to get it that close to the table, but that saves space. It saves space. And so in some of the tighter settlements, it makes sense because you want to still be able to walk around. So up here is the bedroom. And I didn't get real decorative up here or real detailed. I would like to put something over the beds. And so I might come back and do that because it's kind of plain. And then I probably will change out the beds because I didn't use the clean beds in a lot of the settlements. I didn't realize that there were clean beds. So I'm going to come back and redo a little bit of the setup on this room and add some cool things to the beds. And over here is just a little cabinet and some more cabinets with lights in them. And then over here, I am not quite finished with this area yet either, but it's the start of the bathroom, the bathtub. And around the corner is the toilet. So this area here needs a lot of help. And then there's one of those lights, one of those little round lights that should not go into that concrete, but because it can hook onto that wood, it allows you to put that light into the concrete. So it's a really cool effect. And there's one more set of stairs. This set goes up to kind of like a little bit of a lounge area. This is one of the first settlements that I kind of messed around with how the statues kind of work around lights. And so this one needs redone a little bit because you can't really see his face, even though it's kind of boring. This is actually really boring. So I want to come back and redo that section a little bit. And then over here comes out on this part of the settlement so that when you get attacked from this way, you can come out and defend the settlement over here. And then on the other side, I kind of changed it a little bit, changed the colors up a little bit just to soften it a little bit more. But this is still kind of like a lounge area. Added jukebox and a little bar. And then I can come out on this side, and when I get attacked from this way, I can defend the settlement from this side. And this does go all the way around the perimeter. I always did that. the entire perimeter with the, unfortunately, with the big concrete blocks. So this settlement I had to shrink a couple of times in order to finish some of these ideas. But I still have lots to do here, so I'm willing to shrink it down again so that I can do something in here and in the corner over here, because I think that there should be something over there. It's awfully blank between these two houses, so I'd like to do something back there. So if you guys have any cool ideas for me, please leave it in the comments. And I think that is the extent of what I have to show you for Sunshine Tidings. And in my next video, I haven't really decided where I want to go yet, so I'm gonna leave it a surprise. And thank you everybody for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.